The fact that Adam owned his own home was an attractive feature to me.
Great, she just went into homeownership with the eyes firmly shut.
Yep.
I can't pay 90% to the house and the car and have zero to live on.
Money's starting to get to us now. We never thought about money before.
This has been a disaster. It just keeps getting worse.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
My name is Tara. I'm 25 years old, and I am a dental receptionist.
My name is Adam. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a railway yard.
Our house is a 3-bedroom, semi-detached home.
Garage, 2-car driveway.
Small little backyard with a deck, 2 living room areas, a finished basement.
I got this house from my mother 4 years ago.
The fact that Adam owned his own home was an attractive feature to me, so I moved in and took over half of the mortgage.
When Tara came in, it was night and day.
I wanted out. I wanted all out. That brown chair too, because that's taking up a hell of a lot of room.
She stormed through here.
The house was disgusting. It was in a mess.
When she got here, there was weeds in the backyard.
There was cat fur everywhere. There was dishes. There was just clutter and dirt in the carpet. It was unbelievable.
We laid new sod, topsoil. We stripped wallpaper out of the bathrooms, repainted.
We ripped the carpet out. It smelled horrible. There was burn marks. It was filthy black. This is disgusting, Adam. We're using a lot of credit cards for these types of expenses. I used a lot of my money because I wanted to feel like a home. There's still housework that needs to be done.
We're in the process of doing bathrooms and bedrooms, painting and flooring. It made a bad problem worse, just getting more debt.
Well, I didn't know how bad off he was. Property taxes was in arrears, the mortgage was in arrears, credit lines and credit cards are to the max. The numbers kind of shocked me. I didn't really expect them to be so high.
Money's starting to get to us now. We never thought about money before.
There's too many bills, not enough money. The home is something I've always wanted to have. It's not what I expected, and I don't know if we can correct the situation.
I'm optimistic that we could keep the house.
I don't know how he plans on keeping it. But if we can't pay for a house, then why do we have one?
If we sold now, I think we would lose more money than we have invested into the house.
I think he's in la-la land, and if we broke up over this, Adam would lose the house, definitely.
Don't talk to me. I'm so sick of talking to you right now.
This month, I'll help this couple protect their #1 asset, their home. I've been solving money problems for over 20 years, tackling everything from high finance to low income. I help people understand money and debt and how to balance it all while keeping a roof over their heads. Adam bought his first home without really considering all the costs. Now Tara's moved in to try and keep him afloat, but the debt is becoming overwhelming. The dream of home ownership has become a nightmare that's driving them apart. I'm here to see if there's a way to make it work. Hi, Gail Vaz-Oxlade.
Hi, Tara, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, I'm Adam.
Hi, Adam. Nice to meet you. If you don't mind, what I'd like to do is just have a quick look around. Oh, my Lord! Look at the size of this television set. And all the games. Adam,
Yes?
are you a man or are you a child?
Child in a man's body.
Tara's doing a lot to clean this room up. They've done a lot, but there's a long way to go. This room is less a bathroom and more a paint room. Ah, the garage. Look at all the pretty toys. There's a lot of money sitting in this garage. We're gonna spend some of it on debt. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a really hard question. Don't freak, just answer, okay? Are you staying with Adam or are you staying with this house?
I would stay with Adam, even without the house.
So if I said to you, there's no way to make this work, you've got to sell this house, move somewhere, live for 2 or 3 years, build up a down payment and start again, you would be prepared to do that?
I would suck, but I would.
You would suck.
Don't tell me that.
Okay.
When I see Tara cry, it makes me sad. I don't want to make her move.
A lot of people think that home ownership is just a mortgage and some property taxes. They don't realize the effort that's required to maintain a home. We need to clean up the resentments between you guys, and we have to clean up the financial issues around this. Ultimately, we have to figure out if this is where you want to live. We're going to have our work cut out for us. Despite the fact that you have some debt, It's not stopping you from shopping. On average, you're spending $300 on gas and oil, another $50 on car repair. What about the almost $400 you're spending in restaurants?
That's me.
How about the $240 in the discount department store?
Me.
The almost $900 in cash. Who's doing that?
I think it's me more.
When we add up your clothes, your jewelry, your beauty, your discount department store, that comes up to about $662 a month, or $8,000 a year. And so you can stop being holier than thou now, right?
Absolutely.
I think Gail made it clear to Tara that she is overspending.
Between the two of you, you owe $73,000,
Wow.
not including the mortgage. The loan for the down payment isn't on this list. How much did you borrow?
$10,000.
And we'll make that a nice round $83,000.
I was like about to fall over, really. I just felt weak.
Look, you put $3,000 on this card at 19%. Ridiculous. You put another $500 in this card at 28.8%. That's ridiculous. $7,000 on this card. It's not as high as the other two, but it's still ridiculous. Tara and Adam have a lot of high-interest consumer debt. They need to prioritize these payments. But right now, their other expenses are competing for their attention. You have no savings. See no pie for savings? Your transportation costs are also quite high. They're at about $1,400 and change, which represents about 25% of your income. It should only be about 15. Not only that, but Adam and Tara's combined debt payments are eating up almost 30% of their income. And that means that while their housing costs should be manageable at just over 36%, in reality, they're struggling. And there's absolutely no money in their budget for home maintenance. Without proper care, the value of their home is beginning to crumble. To find that money, Adam and Tara are going to have to make some big changes. So right now, you are spending $2,900 a month more than you make. And if you keep it up, you'll be $770,000 in debt in just 5 years, which is like twice the value of this house.
That can't happen.
Really? What's going to change?
Everything.
Well, are you going to do whatever I say?
Promise.
Okay. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do the challenges to my satisfaction. I'll give you up to $5,000 to help you deal with this debt.
Okay.
Don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. You don't have the right attitude, you don't get the money. Okay? We're going to have to figure out what you can afford financially in terms of housing. We're going to figure out whether selling would actually be more to your advantage. And if you decide you're staying, we have to make this place a place you actually want to live in. So the next thing I want you to do is go get me all that plastic so we can say, bye-bye plastic, bye-bye. Tara thought she'd met a prince with a castle.
I was excited to be moving in. I knew there was some difficulties. I didn't know to what extent.
But they're learning the hard way that there's a lot more to owning a home than just paying the mortgage.
There's so many other costs involved that I never thought about.
I would like to use your credit card to pay the property taxes.
I'm here to get this couple into financial shape before they lose their home.
Financially, I don't know what we're gonna do.
For the next month, these homeowners will learn to live on a strict cash budget. No more credit cards. They'll complete weekly challenges to tackle their money and relationship issues. And if they're willing to change, I'll reward them with thousands of dollars to pay down their debt. No changes, no money. Did you bring your credit cards?
Yes.
Yes.
Hand them over. You don't get to keep these because you can't use them responsibly. And now you have to learn to live on cash. I'm cutting your spending on your variable expenses by 79%. You're going to go from spending the $3,800 you were spending to just over $900, and this is how it'll play out. You will have, for food, $100 a week. You will have for transportation, $67.50. Entertainment, I like to give you a little something, $25 a week. Clothing and gifts, you have nothing! That compares to the $300 you have been spending on average. And then in your other jar, we have $35 a week.
When I spend money on a pedicure or getting my hair straightened, I should be able to do those things. And I don't want to have to stop doing those things just because I live in this house and I have this debt.
We come to your first challenge. The very first thing you have to do is you have to make a debt repayment plan. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to make a budget that balances. If you can't get the budget to balance with the debt repayment number that you have to put in there, you have to sell something because it means you have to get the debt down far enough to make the budget work. If you cannot make the budget balance, you sell the house.
We tried to balance our budget for Gail.
We would have to pay $1,250 a month to be completely debt-free in 3 years.
We can't. How are we ever going to pay that much debt back?
Let me calculate it with the bikes sold and see what our payments would be. $810, 33 months.
There was no eating out. There was no going out, basically. I don't want to cancel your hockey, but that's $70 a month.
I'll only play hockey in the wintertime.
I still don't have any close budget, though. How realistic is that? It's not balancing, Adam. It's just not balancing.
The times you want to go for your petty and your restaurant and stuff, we go without something.
Give up what? Feeding the cat? Give up getting gas in my car? Am I going to hitchhike to work? Like, I don't want to wait 3 years to go have a pedicure. I did things before, and I'm going to continue to keep doing them.
You're not even willing to try it. I'm willing to give up whatever I have to make the budget work. You're driving me crazy, just straight up.
It's not working out. Like, these numbers aren't working out. I think we need to sell the house. Sell the house, rent, which I absolutely dread, and pay off the debt. It's just kind of been confirmed that the house being sold is still the only possibility.
I'm willing to go without to keep the house.
So when you went to make the budget, was it hard?
We couldn't balance the budget.
Your budget involved selling the motorbikes, but you never indicate to me what you think you're going to get for the motorbikes or what debt's going to disappear because of it.
We're anticipating $13,000 for the 2 bikes.
You need to go back and make a debt repayment plan that shows those gone. So how are you feeling about keeping the house right now?
As much as I want the house,
Yes.
seeing how we're going to live for 3 years
Yes.
and having no room for any emergencies
Yes.
is frightening to me.
Okay.
So I'm still on the path of we have to sell the house.
We're going to deal with that in your next challenge. See this beautiful house? This is a rental, and this may be what you have to do if you sell your house. Adam and Tara have a big mortgage and a lot of debt. They're having trouble paying for both.
Like house poor? Have you heard the term? That's what we are, and it sucks.
I challenged them to make a budget that balances, but they couldn't do it.
How are we ever going to pay that much debt back then? These numbers aren't working out.
Tara's not willing to give everything up to keep the house.
I don't think he realizes how strict of a life we're going to have for 3 years.
But Adam's not convinced it's time to sell.
I'm willing to go without to keep the house.
I wish he would just agree with me, sell the house, have 0 debt.
My challenges will help them figure out what they can afford. And if they do them right, I'll give them up to $5,000 to pay down their debt. Adam and Tara could spend up to $1,800 renting while saving up for a new down payment.
Is this the living room? That is incredibly small.
We can make our bathroom at home look like this.
Yeah, that costs money. Do we have money? No. What would fit in here? Like, we have a queen-size bed. Like, I don't even know how you position it, I guess, against that wall, and then you can't even walk in.
More of the reason to veto this and just keep the house.
I think we need to look at maybe a rental house.
They might find they enjoy living somewhere where maintenance and property taxes aren't their problem.
This is open. We have a fireplace, which is nice. I like the window. A lot of counter space. This is a bedroom. Oh my God, it's huge. This is awesome.
Is it worth it to sacrifice what we have now for something like that? If this is the best we can do for our budget, $1,800, then we're better to just stay where we are and own.
I mean, we're just gonna go into more debt staying in the house for the longer that we're in the house.
This isn't the only unresolved issue.
Me and Tara are starting to nitpick at each other about selling my bikes and getting them sold tomorrow.
We need them to be sold. They need to be gone.
He doesn't like it, but Adam agreed to sell the bikes to reduce their debt and try and save their home. You look like you're royally ticked.
We just are at each other's throats all the time, and I don't like it. I'm sick of it.
What are you arguing over?
The price of the bike. He had an offer the other day for a lower price, and
Yes.
it seemed like the guy would come and take it away, and he doesn't want to. I was very mad because it's one bike gone, one credit card paid off, and I want to strangle him for not seeing that.
It's a little tough to sell bikes around this time of year. I really got to drop the price. She's looking for a more immediate resolve to this than I am. Worked so hard for a house and motorcycles and all that stuff. I don't want to cop out and just sell it.
I'm going to tell you something very straight up. She is this close to leaving your butt. If the bikes are really important to you, then help her pack her bags.
If Tara left, I'd have to take this in all on my own. I definitely would have to sell the house.
So what about the whole selling and renting scenario? Does that make any sense for you two?
I think that's a good option for us.
Okay.
It's the only option.
You would get debt-free, but you would have no equity left. Does that really irk you?
Hurts a little bit.
But you're young, starting again, debt-free, and you would know what it would take because you would be putting that amount of money away every single month to get you back into a place as soon as you could. So are you ready for the next challenge?
Yes.
Okay. These guys can't agree on selling or staying. So my next challenge is designed to help them consider the future costs of homeownership. I'm sending them an inspector to talk to them about the costs of replacements and repairs. Tara and Adam are struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Tara knows there's more to life than homeownership.
Can't pay 90% to the house and the car and have zero to live on.
She's determined to sell the house and rent.
We can't afford to stay in the house. If anything, emergencies come up, property taxes, there's a lot of extra expenses that we wouldn't have in a rental.
But Adam wants to stick it out.
I'd like to stay here, ultimately.
Their budget is so tight, they have no money for home repairs and no idea what lies ahead. You just went into homeownership with the eyes firmly shut.
Yep.
They could get up to $5,000 for completing all my challenges. I sent them a home inspector to help determine what costs to expect in the future. This might make the difference between deciding to stay or sell.
It looks as if the vent for this cold room is actually leaking. And if you look very closely
there's the
over there,
crack.
there's the crack there.
Okay, what are those white things up there?
Those are spiders' eggs. Spiders love dampness.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. We have to get those out of here.
The issue with this step, completely rotted out. It's loose, a recipe for someone to get hurt. This has to get fixed. I'm gonna head up on the roof. Guys, you're missing shingles. These shingles are totally rotted, just a recipe for leaks.
I hate this house.
The money that we need for repairs, I mean, I don't know where it'll come from, but we'll have to get it somewhere.
This news means that to sell, they'd either have to reduce the asking price of the house or add $20,000 to their debt to get the repairs done. Either way, it means Adam and Tara wouldn't walk away debt-free.
Like, we don't have $20,000.
If we sell the house, they'll just take that cost of the roof out of the sale of the house, you know,
And the
if we can't afford
foundation and
it.
everything else. And then you have no profit and you can't pay off the debt.
They may be stuck in the house for now, but after 4 weeks of living on my jars, they've learned to make do with less.
The budget's definitely feeling more workable. As time goes on, we have more and more money left over at the end of each week.
I'm putting in extra time at work to try and make the extra cash.
If I'm going to want a pedicure for some reason for a special event, I'm just gonna have to save for it.
Tara's spending less. They're making regular debt repayments, and they've made some small repairs. But until Adam sells those bikes, there's no money to fix the roof.
If he keeps turning down these offers, I'm gonna kill him because that would cover the roof and the money from Gail would cover the foundation. We'd be home free, back to our original plan.
So the house inspector comes and he freaks you out completely that you have a bunch of stuff that has to be done before you could even put the house on the market.
That's exactly it.
Do you have a plan for making more money?
I'm going to look at getting another job.
Okay.
Adam's going to get some more hours, as much as he can at work.
The whole world is under the impression that living in a house is exactly the same as renting. And it's nothing like renting. There are a ton of responsibilities.
We realize that now.
Yeah.
We did not have the budget up to par. We didn't have repairs or renovation costs or an emergency fund. So we have gone back and included that into our budget.
How do you feel about the whole process this month?
We kind of came into this with our eyes closed. Now we know what our bills are. We know what our monthly payments are. We know what our budget is.
I know what's
Absolutely.
involved in the upkeep of a house.
When I got here, you were overspending $2,900 a month. You were headed to $770,000 in debt, which is like twice the value of this house. We've stopped that. You made a debt repayment plan that's going to see you out of debt in a reasonable amount of time. You have a budget that balances, and you're putting your priorities in the right place. You've recognized what it takes to have a house, and that home maintenance is not a nice to have, it's a must have.
Yeah.
Okay? But you haven't done everything that I need you to do. The bikes have not been sold. There is still progress to be made. I think you guys are on the right track. I just don't think you've come far enough yet. So I have for you a check for $3,000 if you take the final steps you need to take to fix this problem. If in 8 weeks, you can prove to me you've increased your income by 20% and the bikes are sold, I'm prepared to give you another $2,000 so you would get the full $5,000. Fair? Okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay?
Thank you. The current plan is to stay in this house, live on Gail's budget, make some extra money, and slowly renovate the house. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we can figure it out.
In the 8 weeks since filming Wrapped, Adam has yet to sell the bikes, and Tara hasn't gotten a part-time job. I am still hopeful that these two can use the skills I taught them to try and turn things around.